So sum of all forces on the x direction should equal 0, and sum of all forces on the y direction should equal 0. So on the x direction we have a b plus a, okay, this is a dx, a dx, a dx should equal 0. On the y direction we have r a y plus a dy that equals 0. So right now let's write all things we know. So ray is 166.7 pound force plus a dy equals 0. So from there a dy equals negative 333.3 pound force. Okay, so right now let's in this corner let's found the AD by doing the sine and cosine, and from there let's find the ADX, and from there we can find the AD. Okay, so what was the sine? Sine 63.4 equals ADY divided by AD. Okay, so then here AD is equals ADY divided by sine 63.4. Okay, what was ADY? We just found that 333.3 pound force divided by sine 63.4. So that equals, we have found the AD. AD equals negative 374.5. Okay. So right now let's find the ADX. So in order to find that, we are applying cosine 63.4, and that is equals ADX divided by AD. From there, let's leave the ADX by itself. AD times cosine 63.4. What was AD? We just found that this is negative 374.5 times cosine 63.4. That will equals ADX is negative 166.7 pound. Okay. So here we just found the ADX. So let's go here. AB plus ADX is negative 166.7 pound is equal 0. From there, AB will equals 166.7 pound force. Okay, so we found AB and we found the AD, which is not this one, this one. AD is this. Okay. Okay, now let's go to step 6. Okay, let's go to step 6. For step 6, we can choose the point B here. We can choose the point B here. Okay, so let's write here as step, step 5. Okay. Okay, so in step 5 we are choosing the point B. On point B we have BD, we have BA force to the left and BC force to the right and BD force to the up. Okay, here we can apply sum of all forces on the x direction equals 0, sum of all forces on the y direction equals 0. So on the x direction we have BC and minus BA because it's in the negative direction equals 0. So here BC, we found that what was the BC? Let's look at and find the BC. Actually, BC we don't know. What about BA? So here AB, BA, these are the same thing. So let's do the BC minus BA is 166.7 pound equals 0, and from there BC will be 166.7 pound force. Okay, what about on the y direction? As you can see, there is no other force that balance to BD. That's why BD equals 0. So we are done with this part. That part was very quick. Okay, so right now let's go to with step 6. We are done with this part. Let's go to step 6. On step 6, I would like to, you can go with point D, you can go with point C, but I would like to go with the point C. Okay, in point C, I have C here. Okay, so there is a RCY, and we have some internal forces. Let's show them. Blue internal force, this is CB to the left. And we have CD, and that angle is 45. So I would like to write the component of CD. This is going to be CEX. It's going to be CEY. Okay. So let's focus on here and let's do the calculation. Okay. Here I'm gonna go with sum of all forces on the x direction equals 0. Okay, so on the x direction we have negative CDX, and we have negative CB equals 0. So we found that CB, BC, these are the same forces. So we don't know the CDX. So negative CDX minus 166.7 pound force equals 0. From that, CDX will equals negative 166.7 pound force. Okay. Okay, so here, after we found that, let's find the CD. So in order to find the CD, we know the CD, and if you found the CD, then we should be good. So sine 45 equals, actually here I have to apply cosine, because sine, I don't know the sine, I don't know the CD, but I know the CDX. So I can find that cosine 45 is CDX divided by CD. From that, CD is CDX divided by cosine 45. So CDX, we just found that is negative 166.7 pound force divided by cosine 45. Okay, so from that CD, we can find that it's going to be 2. By the way, answer should be negative, right? Okay, CD okay, then CD will equals negative 237.2 pounds. Okay, so now if you look at that, we found all the forces. Okay, now we can go to summary.